Parents weren't hovering, the money stuff was still a nightmare. The bank froze our joint account, but Owen kept trying to access it from different devices. I got emails about suspicious activity, and then one afternoon, a call from the fraud department. They wanted to confirm if I was trying to transfer several thousand out. I wasn't. I had to go in person, bring my ID, sit in a tiny office with a guy who looked about 12, and explain the whole thing again. It was polite, but clearly uncomfortable, especially when I showed him the lawyer letter. He said the account would stay frozen until we sorted out the divorce. I left with a headache and a stack of paperwork. Meanwhile, Tracy kept popping up. She texted me late one night saying she was scared Owen might show up at her place. She said he'd been calling non-stop, sometimes from blocked numbers, sometimes even threatening to take the baby if she didn't help him clear his name. I told her bluntly that she needed to talk to someone. Family, police, anyone. She said her mom was already on alert, but she just wanted someone to hear her. I felt for her. I really did, but I also felt overwhelmed. Can't fix her life and mine at the eye, can't fix her life and mine at the same time. The next day, Brenda showed up with coffee and donuts like some kind of chaos beep godmother. She sat with me at the kitchen table, scrolling through her phone, reading out messages from people taking sides. Apparently, Ricardo, Owen's friend, who was always a little too invested in our marriage, was trying to convince people that I was dangerous and unstable. Brenda laughed so hard she almost snorted coffee. He said, "If you are the unstable one, I am a yoga influencer." We both lost it for a minute, and honestly, it felt good to just laugh about something. But then Brenda got serious. She asked if I'd thought about moving out, starting fresh somewhere else. I hadn't. The idea made me feel weird, like I'd be running away. At the same time, staying here meant living with all the ghosts of Owen's nonsense. Brenda said, "You don't owe anyone this house. You can start over." I told her I'd think about it, but I could see in her face she wanted me to go. Not because she thought I was weak, but because she was worried I'd never really be free if I stayed. My parents, of course, had their own opinions. Mom wanted me to move in with them just for a while, but I knew that would last maybe 2 days before we all lost our minds. Dad wanted me to stand my ground and not let Owen win. They started bickering about it at dinner one night right in front of me like I wasn't even there. Mom said she needs support. Dad said she needs independence. I snapped that I needed them to stop arguing and let me figure it out. They both went quiet, which TBH was a relief. Things came to a head when Owen tried to come back for his tools. He texted me first, said he'd be by at noon. I told him I'd leave them on the porch. He started calling, then texting, then calling again. Noon, he was at the door, beeped so hard the neighbor's dog started barking. I opened the window and told him his stuff was outside. He shouted that I was stealing from him, that he knew his rights, and that if I didn't let him in, he'd call the cops. I said, "Go ahead." He started recording me with his phone, narrating that I was refusing lawful entry. I rolled my eyes and told him to leave or I'd call the cops myself. He finally grabbed his stuff and stomped off, but not